This is the G Podcast Daily.
Today is Wednesday, November 1st. It's Wisdom Wednesday, and this is the G Podcast Daily. 5 minutes of news and knowledge to get you through your day. Let's get it.
Start the clock.
And on this day,
in 1910, the first edition of the NAACP's Crisis magazine was published. In 1927, one of the most popular entertainers of her day, Florence died in New York. In 1929, Grambling State University was founded in Grambling, Louisiana. In 1945, the first issue of Ebony magazine was published in Chicago. And in 1999, NFL great, Hall of Famer, and rushing leader Walter Payton died at the age of 45.
Even though you're down, don't give up, because once you submit, then anything can happen to you. But if you keep on fighting and you'll keep your focus, you can always win. And that's the key thing. Don't ever give up.
Here's news from UNN with Alexander Payton.
This is UNN, Urban Network News, national news and information for one of our people of color. I'm Alexander Payton. A former Louisville, Kentucky police officer who fired into Breonna Taylor's apartment the night she was killed is going on trial in federal court for violating Taylor's civil rights during the botched 2020 raid. The trial will mark a second attempt by prosecutors to convict the officer for his actions. He was acquitted in a state trial last year. The U.S. Department of Justice launched a civil pattern and investigation into the city of Trenton, New Jersey, and its police department. The mayor of Mississippi's capital city of Jackson blames miscommunication between government agencies for a family learning that their loved one's fate almost 6 months after they reported him missing. A Jackson Police Department vehicle operated by an off-duty corporal reportedly hit the man while he was walking across the interstate. His mother reported the father of 2 daughters missing on March 14th and learned on August 24th that the police officer had killed him and he was buried in a pauper's field. The faces of 2 prominent black women in American history will appear on coins in 2025. Ida B. Wells and Althea Gibson are among the honorees for the 2025 American Women Quarters program. Wells was an investigative journalist and civil rights activist who helped establish the NAACP, and Althea Gibson was a groundbreaking multi-sport athlete who broke the color barrier at the highest level of tennis, winning 11 Grand Slam titles before the end of the 1950s. Flavor Flav sang the national anthem at a recent Milwaukee Bucks Atlanta Hawks game. He said it was on his bucket list, and his performance wasn't bad at all.
If you have diabetes, then you know the pain and trouble of pricking your finger. But you can stop that. Just visit our website at myunn.net for more information. That's myunn.net.
If you'd like to hear UNN with a little flavor, then you need to listen to UINWA, Urban Internet News with Attitude. It's the real news. We just tell you some of it with a little flavor. It's adult content, and it's UINWA, Urban Internet News with Attitude. Visit our webpage at myunn.net and click the UINWA picture.
Episode 199, Rest in Peace, Richard Roundtree, is available now. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or go to Castropolis.net.
Your G clip of the day.
Big PSA for this episode. Congrats to our friends in South Africa. Yes, if you like rugby, they are the winners. Second in a row, I think, of the Rugby World Cup. They beat New Zealand 12-11. So congrats to the Springboks. That's what they are called, y'all. Yeah.
Listen to This is the G Podcast and subscribe. All links at Castropolis.net. It's Wisdom Wednesday.
The BJ Murphy Radio Show.
Okay, Sean, now that America's involved in this conflict, it looks like, we're going to seriously be heading into a recession. And I want to get everybody to start scaling back on what you're spending. I done scaled my grocery list down to like a bag of lentil beans, right? Mm-hmm. I get a bag of lentils. I can get like 5 bags. I can eat off that for the whole week. Mm-hmm. And I get me some French onion dip. And I get me some nacho chips. And I just eat that every day.
Yeah. Well, to the people who don't want to live like Chicken George, keep striking. Just keep striking. Don't scale down your life to live like that.
But listen, I'm eating healthy too.
Okay, that's good. But I mean, BJ, that's not the solution. So we're not going to go there. But,
Chicken George.
The BJ Murphy Radio Show.
Thanks for stopping by. This is the G Podcast Daily. News and knowledge to help you get through your Wisdom Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. Enjoy your day.
You've been listening to This is the G Podcast. This is the G Podcast is a production of the Castropolis Podcast Network. Thanks for listening.